Hello, mic check, mic check, mic check.
Welcome to the second session. There are some questions which participants have written down. One level revision. Without any further delay, let's start with the session. Thank you. It was a reminder that we can, put our mobiles in silent. Thank you.
The new world is will recite the essence of the coming origination mantra, which most of you know how to recite this. Those who do not know, you can listen to us. I will listen to us and it will respond in the sound. Sound. Hello, 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 hello. Echo. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Those that can hear me? Hello, hello. Those that can hear me? Okay, good. Hello. Okay. So while they are fixing the room link, we will start the essence of the family relationship mantra. Om ye dharma hai tu prabhavan hai tum te sham tatagato te sham sayo niroda eva vade mahashramanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hai tu prabhavan hai tum te sham tatagato yavatat te sham chayo nirodha eva vade mahashramanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hai tu prabhavan hai tum te sham tatagato yavatat te sham chayo nirodha eva vade mahashamanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hai tu prabhavan hai tum te sham tatagato yavatat te sham jayo nirodha evam vade mahashamanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hai tu prabhavan hai tum te sham tatagato yavatat te sham jayo nirodha evam vade mahashamanaye swaha. And the meaning of the mantra, all phenomena in causes, the causes of all credit, the Parvana, the sufficient causes as well which are very great to see. Okay, so before we proceed with the continuation to the class, there are two questions. Okay, I think there'll be two, at least three. So the first one is that the questions from participants. The first one is can meditation be used as a tool to bridge the gap between knowledge and faith? And can cultivating wisdom also help? Okay, this is a very good question. And in fact, this morning, what we did, we emphasized so much on the need of the wisdom. So meanwhile, on the it is good for us. So given that this morning, will be a very good background for us to know, now expand based on whatever we've done this morning. What we learned this morning is more like a scratch. Now to expand from there is that finally managing our emotions. Say our mind is the aspiration here. And the aspiration, when it goes wrong, then we feel agitated, irritated, and the emotions, they stir, disturbance in you. And these are the destructive emotions. And when aspiration goes in the right direction, then we see that the happiness increases, your the stress level reduces, and this is what is known as healing. Embrace healing. Okay. Now, so finally, our job is, for example, say, what the religious belief system that we follow, or whatever the knowledge system that we follow, as modern science, physics, chemistry, or psychology, or mathematics, or music, or dance, or whatever you're following. A fundamental mind is your for your well-being. Let's not forget this. It's for your well-being, for the well-being of your family members. Finally, say, who are number days, or I'm a Christian, I'm a Hindu, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Jain, so whatever. And then finally, you can say, you see that your family members, they are not going to the church, going to the temple, and so forth. And you know why you are not doing that. You are from, we are from this religion, you have to follow this. And then create lot of disturbing in family members get them unhappy with you will be unhappy with them. It's because of the religion. It's not. Whereas maintain an open mind, be more moral for you following your religious belief, whatever religion that you follow, be a good role model. For example, one thing that I like about Tolstoy, this was just recently written meaning like maybe perhaps last year out of my 58 years. So last year I learned that what Tolstoy said that I don't want to listen to your religion. I want to see your religion in your action. This is amazing. So where if you create problems in the family, create problems in the community, this is not religion. You know? So whereas where you form religion, you form belief system, and people around you, they become happier. Even the people who don't believe in your religion, they feel comfortable with you. That is your religion. That is your impression. So that is your belief system. So with this in mind, I mean, so keep in mind that your well-being, this is number one, and with the belief system, any education that you do, they should be there as the factors to enrich, to make your well-being more enriched, more meaningful, more purposeful. If that happens, this is the purpose of your life. So in this connection, the question is, can meditation be used as a tool to bridge the gap between knowledge and faith? So I would say that faith, when I say faith, people have the naive understanding of faith. Faith is seen as or faith with Buddha, faith with God, faith with death. So this is one part of faith. Faith has multiple dimensions. Say faith in your teacher, faith in your parents, faith in your husband, faith in your wife, faith in your children, faith in your leaders. So faith has multiple dimensions. So with this in mind, the and the faith in science. I believe in science. The whatever non-science says, I'm not really interested. So some people they have a very strong affinity to science, and about even psychology, they're not too interested. Some people. So then, science is what they see as a faith. So faith doesn't mean blind faith. Faith has many elements. It can be blind faith. It can be confidence. That you gain conviction, that you gain confidence in your own sign, or confidence in your religion, confidence in your teacher, confidence in your father, in your mother, in your leader. That's a faith. So faith is multiple dimension. So with this in mind, we say we faith, constructive faith, faith which increases the joy, which increases joy of the family members, which increases joy of the people around you. That is very constructive faith. Faith which destroys the joys and happiness of you, your family members, and your community. That's a destructive faith. That's make a decision. So this faith, what can be defined to the constructive faith? Always go in this form. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Saying the faith, constructive faith is very important. But how do you generate this? No, you have to have faith. So how do you generate? It's not coming. So how do you generate this? So this requires the use of your intelligence. So simplify imposing somebody. You have to have faith. You have to have faith. Then how it's not coming to me how. And the people they can be angry. They say that your ego is everything else. So when they don't answer, you practically say you are one time. There's a neuroscientist. And particularly when I'm meeting with scientists, it makes me so happy because I see them as very open-minded. And to my shock, a neuroscientist is hardcore blind faith into open religion. And we were talking about something, and I said that, okay, so because I asked this, you don't ask these questions to anybody. Because that person claimed to be a scientist. So I asked this one thing that person is very open-minded. I asked the question, and finally he said that, I said, how do you know that it exists? It exists. Some religious, the belief system that we have. Because he's very minded, he's very open-minded. And I asked this question, that was, I have no knowledge about these things. And suddenly you tell me that something of this kind exists. And I'm interested, no. I'm not challenging you or saying, I want to know how you don't know that. If you tell me to believe in this, how do you believe in not how to make it happen? He became very angry with it. He said that in your ego that's talking. Then I said, okay, now to start even the scientists are coming to believe. Even some people who claim as scientists, even they are not open-minded. So this is where the faith, how to cultivate the constructive faith. So constructive faith is faith driven by the wisdom. Faith driven by wisdom, that gives the constructive faith. Then the constructive faith will make you very happy, extremely calm, resilient, not affected by the external turbulence. Now, how can a meditation assist that? Okay, so what is meditation? Let me give you the thing, because this is the good audience. I will give you the picture from the say more of the complete picture. What is meditation? In first place, don't think that meditation is an esoteric thing which you need to give this for experience. Don't think like this. It is a system. It's a system. It is like it's a system to make your mind see things clearer and make your mind become more compassionate and happier person. Happier person, that is the genuinely happy person. For this, the key lies in two things. One is cultivating the mind, which doesn't imprison you. What's the opposite of imprison your mind or the suffocation of your mind? Expanding your mind. So prison, what's prison? Prison is a suffocation, where you are enclosed in a small space, where you cannot get out. So you feel suffocated. How many feel suffocated when the room is too small? Too small, the moment you get out, it is too steep. The room is too small, you got to get out, and you feel so suffocated. The moment you come to some people, position and name the person or not name the person. So here is a huge living room for like 50, 60, 30 people, and looking down, you see the whole sea, Mumbai Sea. You understand the way that is. Okay, so there you could Right. So your mind expands. How many you can imagine what I'm saying? Yes, but you say yes, I can imagine that. Right? So when you are very close and you feel phobia, you want to school of what is that? Claustrophobia. Claustrophobia. Suffocation. At the moment you reach come to such a place where just through the window you can see the natural, you can have natural light, envelope natural light, so special. Until your mind expands. So it's very funny. In my room, in my the flats, the our office staff quarter where I am staying. So there, my bedroom is okay, and I spend most of my time in the bedroom studying doing my editing work. Most of them are happening with the work. It is an angle of light here, angle of light, natural light, and my also room, the altar space was renovated just like last year. And because that I was so much used to because it was under renovation, spent much time in the bedroom with the other light there, that's light. So I got used to that. So I would rather spend 100 years. Then one time the altar was so well done, so well done. Um, and we will do some few lights like this, lights there. What I noticed was the moment I get into this room, there's a thing to expansiveness happening. That's amazing. Just a bit of lightness is happening. They're not okay, I'm going to spend more time here. This is what can be mean. So what I'm saying is that it introduces your mind. When you feel suffocated, when you feel, say, your mind is expanding. It's all about your mind, the experience of the mind. How many believe in yourself? It's purely the spiritual mind. And sometimes you have to check. Let's be observant. Let us acquire this the quality, the skill of being observant. What I mean by observant is when you go out, when you're in your house, out of your house, wherever you go, meeting different people, say you get different feelings. Observe it. But that observation should not be the basis for you to judge on others. The moment you start judging on others, you're done. Your peace of mind is disrupted. And you get false feeling of I'm better than this person. This is illusion. You're already mentally disturbed. The moment you judge, the mind which judges on others, this is self is itself. The way the mother never judges the children. The mother never judges. I won't say the sensible mothers. Not all mothers are gentle, right? Majority are very sensible. Majority. So the majority, I would say that that is the feeling of the mother feeling judge. They know the weakness and the strength of the child, but the mother not judge. So this is something that we need to remember. So Buddhism, what I'm saying is that the claustrophobia, or say the imprisonment, prison, what's prison? Prison is where you are in a very small space from which you cannot go beyond. You feel suffocated. You understand it? Okay, now the prison, you can create your own prison of your mind. You can create your own prison. We can create our own prison of our mind. So even with your house, with your family members, you say, okay, workplace, my boss very complicated, boss, my colleagues are very complicated, very competitive, and putting me down. And then they, okay, workplace is fine. And coming home, and then you fight with the husband, you fight with the wife, you fight with the parent, and then say, you're going to talk to your father, you're going to talk to your mother, you're going to talk to your husband, you're going to talk to your wife, you're going to talk to your children. So you feel like suffocated, you feel suffocated. How many does that why? What is that why it is happening? Everywhere it is fine. Everywhere you can find it. Everywhere it happens. Okay. So there, this is that experience is known as imprisoning yourself in the prison of one's own mind. Okay, this is one thing. Now, how to remove that? Break the barrier. It's not external barrier, it's a mental barrier. It's a mental barrier. Break the barrier. This is what is required. How to break the barrier? Break the barrier and you feel expansiveness. Break the barrier. How to break the barrier? This next question. You should be able to answer all these questions, learn the art of asking questions. So meanwhile, be observant. All these experiences, to look at like imprisonment, it's just a feeling that he was just starting. Yes, I could feel imprisonment. So where I feel suffocated. So I cannot talk to anybody. You created this the barrier. It includes yourself in a small barrier. So now the question is, with this in mind, how to break this barrier, this way. So for that matter, when break the barrier, then you feel ease. And your mind, believe it or not, your mind, my mind, each one of our mind is amazingly powerful. It is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It is profoundly beautiful. It's so profound. It's so beautiful. It is full of wisdom. It is full of power. It is full of compassion. This is true nature. But we don't see that. We don't see that. Even for small things. For example, like say how to use my mobile. I get stuck. One time it was very funny. One of my friends, who must be now in 70, he said that, Visha, you used to always send me something which I don't know what you were sending. I can see some flowers here. So what is this flower? He asked this question to me. Okay, anyone guess? Not emoji. So say you see the tiny logo of the mic. Where you see that? Voice recorder. I was sending voice messages. And you were thinking, you should have sent me something, and on the side, you could see a tiny flower. So I said, his eyes are not good. And so you could see something there, that's wrong. So he was so innocent, he told me, Michelle, you always send me something. What is that? Small flowers there. What is that? This is look, this is a very tiny ignorance. Ignorance and no. So this is actually not him. I also have the same problem. Also get stuck. What should I do? And I'm the younger person. Just to do it. Very easy. Okay, so this is in the barrier which imprisons us. This barrier is twofold. Barrier is twofold. One is just imagine there, okay, twofold, and just if you agree with me. If you agree, very good. If you don't agree, just raise hand. Okay. One is, let's say that we go to a absolutely new place, new country, new place, first time, versus you're going there the 10th time. Which of the two situations you will feel comfortable? The first time or the 10th one? 10th one, because you know who are they? You know their work culture. You know their food culture. You know the people's interaction. You are familiar with the place. You know. Know means knowledge. Opposite which is ignorance. In the first time you go there, you don't know. Knowledge is missing. This is ignorance. So with ignorance, it creates a barrier and you feel uncomfortable. And as the second time, third time, then that barrier is dissolved. Is one barrier of ignorance. Another one is, okay, I'm saying that you are in a workplace where all your colleagues, they are very compensated. Very compensated. Okay, so now you're in that situation, I will feel that, yeah, you see a smile. Okay, so very competitive versus So one day you got another job where you see, oh, this is my brother, this is my brother-in-law, this is my sister, this is my dad, this is my mom, this is my uncle. All who are so loving. Which of the two places you feel at ease? The first one or the second one? Why? Why? Because that your mind, you know that these people will not judge on me. These people will not pull me down. Why they are not judging you? Why they are not putting you down? Because of the Shweta, because they love you. You're gonna what observe love? Hate, anger, aversion, rejection. So no, that is a prison. In the first case, you feel suffocated. Just just enter the company space. The moment you enter there, you feel like your hair, one by one they become gray. The moment you come out, every cell of the body feels relaxation. You getting it? So there, the moment you get into that, again a barrier is created. What is that barrier? That barrier, lack of compassion, lack of affection. So that is the, so this barrier is, okay, let me tell you, it doesn't, don't try to take it personally too much. Learn it intellectually. Later on, try to apply this, gradually apply this in your real life. So that barrier, what is the opposite of, let's say with respect to you, opposite of compassion, what is your, what do you say? Opposite of compassion? Selfishness. Compassion reaches out to others. Selfishness holds everything to yourself. So compassion versus selfishness. Selfishness, we say when you are, even though you are a kind person, the moment you are in the first situation where everybody's so competitive, you become defensive. You getting it? You become defensive, and you may even learn from your friends how to be cruel, how to pull others down, how to judge on others. So that is all coming from the selfishness. So getting it? So one barrier is barrier of ignorance, and the other barrier is barrier of selfishness. So to demolish these two barriers. Okay. Believe it or not, any religion, somehow you read any religious standard text, you see that these religious texts are trying to demolish the barrier of ignorance or barrier of selfishness. They talk about compassion to remove the barrier of selfishness. And they teach you something. Teach you to remove the ignorance. So this is a basic principle which follows any sensible person to remove the two barriers, the barrier of ignorance and the barrier of selfishness. Okay, now next is how to remove that. So don't get stuck there with remove that, to remove that. No, you can pray, there's no problem. But to say pray means that may it happen. You make it happen. How to make it happen? Okay, for this, broadly speaking, there are three things. There are three things you can find. How to break the barriers so that your mind will feel expansiveness in your mind. The truth your mind is so beautiful. I'm saying it again. And don't take it as just don't take it as a what is that? The exaggeration. Don't take it as so like it's a poetic. No, it's not poetic. This is reality. Your mind is the true nature. Your mind may not be beautiful, but your true nature of your mind is so beautiful. So this is these two things. Your mind and the true nature of mind. This is the distinction that we can make. It's so beautiful. Okay. And then because I see that many places who already who know what I'm talking about. So those who are really new to this session or the new to the visual Alhamdulillah, then you identify some of the people who are more serious with Islam and attend knowledge studies. Then you ask them questions in the time. Okay, so so one of the things that your mind, foolish mind is beautiful. So let me give you the example, metaphor. Let's say that you go to one room, you read a book, and in the room you see completely dark, and I see that there's a light there. There's a light there, and but you said no, there's no light. It's totally dark. And I ask you, we said that there are two pots, put upside down, two pots, two vases, two vases, two pots, whatever you go, however you pronounce it. So put upside down. Did you notice that? You said yes. So in one there's a life, in the other there is just a, let's say, just what? Just bottle, a small bottle. Then say, but both are equally, these spaces should down. From none of the two parts is glowing light. No, there's no light there. Now you remove the first part, and the light inside will stretch every corner of the room. Or maybe it makes sense. Okay. Now with the second light, you remove the part, second way I just put a bottle there. If the light spreads or not, it doesn't spread. It doesn't spread, whether it's covered with the pot or no pot, there's no difference. Because it doesn't have to be the nature to illuminate. Whereas the light inside the pot, the light inside the pot, when the pot is put upside down, the light is not visible because the light is trapped. The true nature light is trapped. The moment the pot is moved, then the true nature manifests. Likewise, your true nature of your mind is so beautiful. It is like the light in the vase, put upside down. The moment you remove the barrier, which is like the pot, remove the barrier, light inside is trapped everywhere, so expansive, so beautiful. The goes in this light is opposite with darkness. So there's light there, which is the body of the wisdom. And those light spreads, compassion spreads. Compassion reaches out to others. It does not confine to yourself, selfishness. It destroys the selfishness. It reaches out to others. So the light spreading everywhere, there's a compassion. So this is a light to illuminate something, to remove the darkness, that's wisdom. And it spreads, that is the compassion, reaching out to others, compassion. So these are the two things that we need to cultivate. The next question, how to cultivate that? So these two things must be enriched, must be supported. Because these experiences, for example, when you're building a house, you say, okay, I want this, I want to build a house. And house, you stack the building, stack the bricks. Brick, cement, brick, cement, brick, cement. How tall can you stack within 1 day? How tall? Say, if you can do it, brick, cement, wet cement. Brick, cement, brick, cement, brick, cement. If you can do like 10 stories in 1 day, will you do that? Why not? Let's go. So that you can have building finished within a single day. Why not? Anyone? Why not? Huh? Okay, okay, so the Narmadaji is saying, Narmadaji is saying, the sin is God. Okay, if you wait for someone, it will take just one break will take minimum few months. Secondly, another 1 month, right? Just for one room will take you 10 years. Okay, what should we do? Why not? If you can stack it like, say, 10 stories in 1 day, will you do that? Why not? Anyone? Hey, just come. There's no philosophy. It's a simple thing. Yes, but there.
Just find out if we crash, there is no structure now.
No, you got the structure also. Yes, means everything, right?
Then it has to be prefabricated.
No, not prefabricated. I said it, I just said not prefabricated. Break cement, fresh. Why not?
There is a process of producing.
Yes, you follow the process.
No, there is a process of producing.
This is what I'm saying. Follow every process.
No, we are following every process.
Yes.
This is the process where, child cannot become old in a day.
But you
Child
no.
take a birth today, and you cannot say that today only till the end of the day the child turns to 100.
What I'm saying, if this child has the capacity to become not old, become 16 years within a
So
single
I'm
day.
saying the same thing.
Because-
I'm saying, wow, we are building,
Why not? If you have that capacity, why not? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, is there anybody from the architectural? No one. Okay, Neha, can you say something? Why not? Huh? No idea. Okay. Okay. Yes, the Nikki.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an officer, three officers in my family. My dad was, yeah, three officers in my family, and my dad was a
Oh.
civil engineer.
Yeah, you're the best
And I
person. Tell
remember
me.
when I was a
Tell
kid,
us.
they used to say that, you have to always wait for a long time to build a slab in the middle of two floors. Because it was.
Before that, they say the bricks,
Yeah,
like the minimum 30 bricks should go.
right,
More than 30. I think normally 100 bricks should go up. Said my over.
absolutely, but also what I.
And will you do that? Stack 100 bricks one over the other within a single day?
I think absolutely, the technology has changed, like when I talked to my brother.
Okay, say 30 years ago.
Yeah, from 30 years ago.
No, 30 years, not 30 years in future.
30 years in the future.
Not future. The past. When the technology is very cool.
Well, I guess if it's true, then you would have to use it as a process at that time. You have to wait for the slab to dry off and.
Okay, so basically, what I'm saying is that, okay, lady here said, complete the procedure. What they're saying is let them dry. The word technical term is let the cement set. These words. Let the cement set. So let the cement when it's too fresh, wet and fresh, it's yet to set. It takes time to set. It doesn't mean that it will dry completely. To dry will take a long time. It needs to be set. Only then it will hold. When it holds, then it can set. So this was what I was managing. I was since 1920 in a monastery, and my teacher was very smart. He sent to this boy and managed these things. So he assigned me to work in the building, small, he assigned me with the, say, outsource, it was outsourced, but from internally, I was the one to take charge of that, make sure everything is going well. So so there, say, the laborers, they would set up 4 or 5 breaks and they would stop here for that day. They would do something else. I was like, wow. Later on, I can know that the cement needs time to set. If it didn't set, it will easily fall down. Okay, so likewise, our say what is that? What are the two barriers of our mind? One is the barrier of ignorance, and other one is the barrier of self. These two are the barriers which suffocate our mind, which imprison our mind. We are in the prison of our own mind. You getting it? Now our job is to remove this prison by removing the barrier. How to remove the barrier? Remove the barrier of the ignorance by instilling the light of the wisdom. Remove the barrier of the selfishness by instilling the light of the universal compassion. You getting it? Now these two are the bricks stacked. Bricks of your happiness. The bricks of the castle of your happiness is being said, but that these bricks stacking require time to set. Time to set, make them firm. For that we require what is known as meditation. Stability meditation. To stabilize what you're doing, stabilize your wisdom, stabilize the compassion. So therefore we require these three things. One is compassion, universal compassion, and the other one is the universal compassion to remove the barrier of selfishness, and the wisdom to remove the barrier of the ignorance, and to set, let these two minds set, let these two minds become firm. They require stability meditation. So stability meditation will help us to make these two, make these two, I say the wisdom and the compassion to become strong. So with this, then your faith in your true nature, which is so beautiful, amazing, responsibly beautiful. and you gain so much confidence. That is known as a faith. You getting it? And anybody who teaches this, Buddha, Ram, Prophet Muhammad, or Guru Nanak, or Lord Mahavir, or Vishwa, or whatever, or Baba Sahib, Ambedkar, Dora Ambedkar, whoever. So we see them as a divine. Your confidence, your faith in them increases. That they told me that I have this nation inside me. And we should not be exaggerated. And that should be a reality. So I always encourage people, when you try to be nice to other people, be realistic. Don't exaggerate. Praise praise others with the facts, supported by the facts. Don't exaggerate. Say, for example, somebody who scores only has the capacity to, score, let's say, 60 and not beyond. Oh, he's so good in studying. She was so good. She can easily score 19. This is exaggeration. Don't exaggerate. For example, my teacher is amazing. So my teacher, he's a well-known musician, philosopher, psychologist. And I do him my friend. So that